Hey, YouTube, this is Southern Pepper One. Today, the Supreme Court ruled that the concertina wire that was put up by the Texas National Guard to protect their sovereignty, protect their border, to stop the flow of illegal immigrants into their state, the Border Patrol has the right to come in and remove it, to cut it, and the state of Texas can't enforce their sovereignty in the sense of they are wanting to make sure illegal immigrants do not flow across the border. So the Supreme Court ruled, and two conservative judges ruled, Chief Justice was one of them, ruled with the liberals, saying that this kept the Border Patrol from doing their job. The Border Patrol's job is to secure the border, exact opposite of what they're doing. They're actually helping the migrants come into the country, helping them get processed, helping them travel throughout the United States. So having the Supreme Court rule on this, I can see why, because they're going to protect the federal government at all costs. I side with the Texas governor and his abilities to try to protect his citizens. And I appreciate it because you protecting your citizens also protects me and my family from the illegal flow of people. And it's not that the people are bad. It's not that we don't want them here. We do want people here, and we have a legal way of getting into this country. The Constitution gives the responsibility of protecting the border to the federal government and to stop any invasion. Right now, it is an invasion. There's no questions about it. We are being invaded. Elements of terrorism groups are pushing in their people. Definitely foreign countries that are hostile to the United States are pushing in their agents. This is a given. And then they're getting here, and then they're getting credit cards. They're getting plane tickets. They're getting bus tickets. They're getting train tickets free. They're getting medical care. All on the taxpayer dollars. This is a slap in the face to Americans that have played by the rules, that have worked hard, paid their taxes, tried to raise their families. And now the government says, well, this wire is keeping the Border Patrol from doing their job. Now, there was 3 deaths. 3 people drowned, and that is tragic. I don't like that. But this blood is on the hands of Biden and his administration that encourages the illegal entry into the United States. It is a criminal offense to enter the United States illegally. But politicians, and I've gotten into it with people that watch my channel that are Democrats, or you can call them liberals, but they support the open borders. They feel sorry for these poor people. And then they bring up, well, we had immigrants come from all over into this country before. We've had open borders. No, we haven't. You came, you registered. There is a time when we have enough people. There is enough people here. We cannot take care of our homeless. We cannot take care of our vets. We cannot take care of our elderly that are going without medicine, or they go without food, or they set their temperature gauge or thermometers or thermostats on 60 degrees or colder because they cannot afford to pay. But no, the Supreme Court, which I am no fan of the Supreme Court. I'm not going to have a bunch of people up in Washington tell me how to live my life. It's not going to happen. I'm not an anarchist, but there's things that are right and there's things that are wrong. And they are always meddling. The government is 90% too big. We could eliminate 90% of it, push those things down to the state level. Things would be better. So, Texas is saying no, they're going to keep their barbed wire. They're going to keep their concertina wire. They're going to protect their sovereignty. They're going to protect their borders. They're going to protect their citizens. So you really have right now, you could have a standoff. This standoff could turn deadly. I hope the governor of Texas is going to stand. I hope he's going to tell his National Guard. I hope he tells his state police, his Texas Rangers, that no, we're going to protect our people. And this is protecting our people. This could turn violent. Um, I don't want to see violence, but I do want to see the Texas border protected. It is funny because all of these citizens or these leaders in Chicago and New York, all over, that are sanctuary cities, are crying now. Oh, don't send us any more people. Don't send us any more people. I'm hearing from you, people with boots on the ground that actually live in these areas, that are saying it is despicable. It is unbelievable. The crime has skyrocketed. The filth that's on the streets, the open criminality. These people that are coming across the border are looking for a better life. Correct. They cannot speak English. Do they actually understand the republic that they're coming into? Do they understand what we did to found this country? How are you going to make good citizens out of these people when they don't even understand how we came about? What our Constitution is, what our Bill of Rights is, what our Declaration of Independence. This is a plan to get more voters. More voters will seal the deal. If they can control that, they can elect people that will keep promoting open borders. I'm at the point now where those conspiracy nuts are totally right. They do not like you if you're a native born American or you came here legally. They want to bring in a group of people that are uneducated, that do not know our way of life, and they're trying to maneuver them into a position where they can manipulate them to vote Democrat. Now, the Republicans are no better. I don't see them hollering and hooping. There's a few that do. This is an invasion. It is very clear that the federal government has a responsibility to protect the states from an invasion. They're not doing it. Some of you say, well, they're just coming in. They're not an invasion. Yes, at this point, they do not have firearms, but they're still breaking the law. They're still getting people here that if you break the law to start your first day in the United States, who says you're not going to break many, many more laws? You have no respect. I've heard for some people said that the people that are coming across the border have no respect for them. They don't have any respect for the people that they're moving into their communities. But only time will tell. But this is a serious situation when the federal Supreme Court rules that Texas has no authority, no rights to protect themselves, protect their people. I stand with Texas. I fought for Uncle Sam, but I will be honest with you, I do not fly an American flag anymore. One day I hopefully will fly it when we get on the correct path. But the path right now is looking for a war. They're promoting an agenda that is a one world government, that is anti-freedom. And they are wanting a war. There's no doubt about it. And I believe they want a war with Russia. They need to stop the BRICS nations. More and more countries are joining the BRICS nation. That will do away with the United States Federal Reserve. They will not need it to trade, buy oil, to do any commerce in the world. As soon as that happens, you will see a complete and utter collapse of the dollar. You will see a complete collapse in the United States. So they have to come up with a solution. And the only solution they can come up with, because we are so far in debt and our dollar's backed by nothing, is to create a world war atmosphere. So even if the dollar collapses, they'll blame it on the war. Oh, it's not our fault. It's not the politicians' fault. It's not the people that pushed warmongering, that pushed bankrupting our country by spending money and printing it nonstop. So they want an excuse, and that will be a war. I've ranted enough. Texas is right. I appreciate you, Texas, stopping people from crossing the border. There's one thing about coming across legally, knowing who you are, background check, vetting, making sure you're not a criminal. I've had a few people report to me that some of these countries south of the border are emptying out their prisons, pushing their prisoners, their people that are undesirable, up to the United States. I cannot verify that. But a lot of reports are coming in that way. So I stand with Texas. Thanks for watching.